Well, I'm going to start off saying this is not the best video I have ever recorded ever, but, you know, it's just something we got to get out of the way.
Yes.
So, between the last video and this one, I went around tagging a bunch of Borgia flags in Centro, and I was pretty confident I had found all of them, but that wasn't actually true, because there are a couple flags that are right on the border of Centro and Campania that count for Campania, not Centro, even though, if you ask me, they should have counted for Centro. But
it's like the one, there's like a couple feathers like that in Assassin's Creed 2. I think there's one which is hilarious where you can get in like this. It's in the San Marco district, but you can get there in like the I forget. It's like you can get it before you're even allowed into that district.
Yeah, I kind of remember that one. Yeah,
and so it can really fuck you out because it's right on the corner. Hey, you got Aconite! Congratulations. You got the rare one.
He made a very valuable contribution to the cause.
So, should I tell people what Aconite will net you or no?
Yeah, go ahead. It's not like a plot thing.
All right. So, Aconite is a item that you are going to need.
I took quite a tumble there.
And bad jump cut aside. All right. So, Aconite is a item that is needed for a shop quest. It's probably one of the rarest materials in the game. It doesn't actually show up in a chest. You can only find it off of a Borgia courier or an enemy type that we'll be seeing in some later DLC. It's useful because it is a shop quest, and it gets you a very nice upgrade, the fast-acting poison. Which is well, it's both good and bad. It's good in the sense that, you know, it goes faster. It's bad in the sense that it gives you less time to get the fuck out of the way, but there's other upgrades around there to kind of take the edge off of that pain.
Right. It's not like health is a huge concern in the late game.
Well, I mean, it's not health, it's...
Everybody going aggro?
Yeah.
I can see that.
So
incidentally, poison was one of my favorite abilities in the multiplayer because when you got poisoned in multiplayer, you were dead. There was nothing that could save you. So it was just kind of funny watching people either accept their fate or run around in panic trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember one time in Black Flag, I think it was, where there was a huge kerfluffle, and I was just walking along. I noticed someone who was definitely one of my targets running towards me, so I had my poison out and I just poked him in mid-run, and poor guy probably never knew what hit him.
I think this was entirely too... That seems to be entirely too, like, not how you needed to do this.
Yeah, there are usually a few ways of solving problems. I just chose this particular way. Also, for some reason, that feather is in the wrong place on the mini-map. Look, it's slightly to the top left, but then I collect it, but that feather icon is still there. It's very odd.
Weird. That is weird. You should have taken a leap of faith, man.
I'm taking a lot of nasty tumbles. Is it okay? Listen to that music right now. Does that play when bandits are nearby?
I don't know, because usually I kill bandits pretty quick. I think the game's kind of glitched out slightly somehow, but...
Yeah, it just wouldn't be an Assassin's Creed game without some odd... Oh, and look at that feather, it's just finally disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first part of this video is collecting a whole bunch of flags. The second part is the execrable Copernicus conspiracy missions, which are not fantastic.
No.
They're fantastic in their frustratingness and boringness, but that's about it.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably would have started the Copernicus missions after the next DNA sequence, but hey, more power to you.
You know, we gotta do it eventually.
Yeah, I know. There's just one mission where I like having a lot of dudes to summon in and just beat the shit out of people, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yes. So is this the Borgia flag that's like right on top of your headquarters? No.
No, I don't think so. I think I got that one in the first video where we got the headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking for all these flags was not very fun, but there is something you can do about it in this game. You can buy maps for all the districts, which marks them automatically.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I personally kind of...
Oh!
Hey, we have bandits!
Oh, we got a big old brouhaha over here.
Oh, and in our first case of broken armor. I think that is the first case of broken armor.
I think it is, yeah.
Okay, so these are bandits. They will randomly attack us, basically, from here on out. You can eventually stop attacking them. However, that's kind of a really bad thing, in a sense. So, do with it what you must.
And yeah, the thing with guards is that regardless of whether bandits attack you or not, they will aggro on you. And this was before I knew bandits carried a lot of good shit, so I didn't loot any of them.
Yeah, so, yeah, bandits are another type of enemy that carry really, really good shit in this game. And it sells for a ton of money if you know what to do, and it can help you try to take the edge off of some of those more ridiculous shop class. It unfortunately won't take care of the most ridiculous, which is the armor, but that's only because the armor requires 2 items that are literally hidden away in chests scattered around the map. Good fucking luck with that.
What is that material, by the way?
Shrunken heads.
Oh, yeah, I think I found one of the shrunken heads when I was going around one of my last recordings or something. Yeah. I know I did find one.
If you found it on the world map, congratulations. You found the one on the world map. There's now one more in a Romulus lair. That's one of the hidden chests.
Just for the record, one of the ones we have not gotten to?
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually a really, really easy chest to see. You can see it just after entering the level, to be quite honest. It just takes you a long time to get there. Hey, are we gonna go try to take care of this guy yet again?
Yeah, well, no, this is a different guy. The guy I was trying to get is the one just outside Il Vaticano. This is just some random dude.
Okay.
So, I'm still looking around for my smoke bombs, and I still don't have them because I figured they gave you the smoke bombs at a plot point, but that is not true. You can buy the smoke bombs.
Yes.
See, I'm trying to be all clever here and try to lure out those guys, but they are not taking the bait.
No, and if you shot them with a crossbow, that would count as a challenge, because those are technically at a guard post, because they're standing still and have their arms crossed. This game is really fucking stupid with challenges. Like, seriously, they have to be like that, and you have to kill 20 of them.
Yeah, I was trying to get the poison challenge, and I figured out, okay, you can poison people, but it doesn't count on the challenges until they die. It was just pretty stupid because you poisoned them. Yeah. You shouldn't have to wait around until they die for it to count. That's dumb.
Yeah, I think at least when the poison-related challenges and Revelations, it doesn't quite have to happen like that, but yeah, it's still kind of stupid. And here's one asshole who decided not to leave.
Well, he didn't get the memo. His boss died, and he's just standing up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's ups and downs to how Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2 handle the pistol. It still kind of feels weird to me having to hold down a full charge to fire, but it really is pretty fast. It's like a second of aiming.
Yeah, I mean, plus it's not like I mean, functionally the pistol gets replaced easily later on.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, its primary thing in this game is that kind of serves as the combat finisher if you're using a sword or a medium weapon. Yeah. So it kind of still has use in that, but as a like shooting weapon, I mean, this game has 3 projectile weapons, well 4, but it has 3 main projectile weapons you can use: knives, bullets, and crossbow. And crossbow is arguably the best of them because crossbow just is silent and it has the longest range.
And it's always an instant kill.
Pretty much, yeah. I think there's been 1 or 2 cases where I've seen a guard survive a crossbow, but then again, it may be that there was some invisible wall shit going on where it didn't quite hit him.
Although, at this point in the game, knives are a serviceable replacement because they are completely silent. They will kill an unaware guy in 1 hit, and they're actually pretty useful in actual melee fights because, again, 2 hits kills anybody.
Well, that, and if you are really clever with them, if you charge it down, you can... Ezio still has the special ability from knives from Assassin's Creed 2, where he can throw 3 knives at once if you hold down the button.
Yes.
Which is an achievement in Revelations, but not in this game, thank God.
Honestly, until you mentioned that just now, I forgot that was a thing in this game. I knew it was in Revelations. I didn't know it was in this game, too.
Yeah, it's not anything you really use, because you're never really throwing 3. Like, the problem is that, generally speaking, the best places that you really use knives, you can't, because they're the chase missions.
Right.
And the game randomly disables them for whatever reason.
But hey, time to get some new threads.
Yay. Too bad you never clicked on pouches. Venetian wine. Venetian Reserve.
Going with Roman Gilded Onyx, which is a really good color. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Although I still wish the game would give you... See, look at that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Black and gold is a pretty good... Black and gold with blue is a pretty good setup.
Hard to go wrong with that combination. Although I will still say, locking the robe colors behind story progression, it's like locking multiplayer characters. Like, who really cares? Just give us all the colors at once.
I actually don't think they lock it behind... They half and half. They really actually don't. I actually think it's locked by region.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's not that you can't get all of them, it's just some of them won't appear until you move on, unless you renovate a shop in Antico or Campania. Which... Campania could... Well, I mean, you can make the argument it's story locked because you can't get to a lot of Campania until, like, sequence 6.
Yeah.
It's just not, like... Ezio didn't go to the far eastern part of Rome except for that one time. And, like, all the border towers are, like, memory locked, even though you can, like, walk right near them and go into towns where they're controlling things you could buy, but you can't buy them because they're locked.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this one does count in Centro, but the next, what does that cut for? Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, the one I'm coming up on, I do believe it is counted in Campania, which is stupid, because there's that big old wall there, which you think on one side is Campania, the other side is Centro, and look where this flag is.
Yeah.
It is clearly on the Centro side, but I'm pretty sure it counts as Campania.
Yeah, that's...
It's just a little misleading.
A little, yeah. I'd go with that. So...
Oh, and also in Ubisoft's Infinite Wisdom, they do it again, because these 2 flags coming up, again, I think one of them is Centro, the other is Campania. Although this might be this is kind of a weird couple flags, because they're never this close together, except for right here.
Yes. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's learn about heralds.
Have we not learned about heralds yet?
No, it's the first time we've got that database pop up.
Huh. These are heralds. You buy them money, and they make your wanted level go down. That's all that really heralds really do. They also have really funny lines. Until you realize how few of them there are. But they're generally pretty funny regardless, and they actually keep a pretty running tally of very similar jokes if you pay very careful attention throughout the series, which I don't actually mind. But
yeah, it's something.
It's like, how many times are they going to tell us to keep off the rooftop?
It's better than the ones in Assassin's Creed 1. Let's just get that out of the way.
That is true.
Where there was like one line in Jerusalem and Damascus, another one in Akka.
Assassination contracts.
Yes, our very first one. In this game, at least.
I think we might have missed that cutscene from... whatever, it doesn't matter. So these are assassination contracts. There are much fewer assassination contracts in this game.
Yeah, there were way too many in 2.
I think
I admit some of them were pretty cool, but at some point you just think, how many people does Lorenzo want me to kill?
The answer is about 9. And then 9 plus an entire...
Jeez,
8.
This video.
There's like 9 plus an entire 8. 8 heavy soldiers in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good one. This is a very odd assassination contract mission.
Yeah. This is actually the easiest one to do Grand Theft Fraudage, by the way.
This is very odd and very funny. Goofy.
The easiest way to do this, by the way, is to come in riding a horse and then proceed to just kind of jump around and kill everybody.
That's enough out of you, pal. Apparently these guys did not get the memo.
No. And so you have to kill, I think, 4 of these dudes with the hidden blade?
3.
3? Okay, so you may have satisfied the hidden blade condition.
That's a pretty funny one. I like that one.
Yes.
Just because I really like that animation where Ezio rips a guy off his horse and stabs him. I don't know why I like it so much, but it is really it is really funny to me. Oh yeah, and just like in 2, if guards spot you taking down wanted posters, they get pissed off. And usually they will not attack you if you just kind of sit there and let them push you around.
You're right.
I had better things to do and just ran from them.
You should have hidden on the bench. That's a social blend escape. That's another... Ah, God, you're fucked.
Oh!
So one thing that you'll now notice is running around town is the dancers and the mercenaries and the thieves have all started to finally spawn in because we've made peace with them.
Yes. You know what's weird is that I think courtesans disappear from Florence after the bonfire of the vanities in Assassin's Creed 2.
There's a reason for that. Sorry.
Yeah, it makes plot sense, I guess, but it's just very odd that they just pretty much all vanished.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ran away, as you might expect, and we got...
Ezio killing us, Philly. Did you just do your stupid thing and kill a third person?
Yeah, this is kind of a theme for me, as you can see. It's like a thing, I don't know what it is.
Yes,
Machiavelli.
I secured something of great worth from one of my contacts. We now have the names of several Templar agents Cesare has recruited to terrorize Roma.
How do I find them?
Oh, God.
I can give you a general location. I suggest looking for signs of distress.
Like a woman wanting to jump off a
Perhaps you will
roof.
uncover citizens who can point you in the right direction. My
Or a
contact
man
is
bitching
just
about
among names.
being evicted from his church.
Information came from a city guard.
Or a dude getting shot in the throat with a crossbow
How did you
bolt.
Lucky guess. Grazie.
Claudia
Or the dude really sad that he got challenged to a riding duel that he sucks at, so you're going to have to go over there and kill him for
Here
me.
too. Two.
Two.
So these are the...
What have you discovered?
That bastardo Cesare.
Hey, it's our old pals.
Yay.
My spies tell me that the
These are
applicant is
appearing from
secreted to
reoccurring
some
characters from
study.
Assassin's Creed 2.
I am working on determining his identity.
Everyone in this scene, actually. Machiavelli showed up at the very
In the
end.
castello next week.
Yes.
Bene. So the Castello it is. Roma will heal quickly with Cesare and Rodrigo gone.
Only if the opportunity to assassinate them arises will I take it.
Do not repeat your mistake in the vault. You must kill them now.
I'm with Machiavelli, Ezio. We should not wait.
Bartolomeo is right.
They must pay for Mario's death.
Do
Jeez.
not worry.
Wow.
They will die.
Violent.
You have my word.
You know, this kind of life has hardened them. Especially Claudio.
I got a feather box over there and everything. Okay, so this is...
Ezio, I represent the combined resources of Bartolomeo del Viano, Claudio Auditore, and La Volpe. Through my associates spread across the city, you can channel your florins to any part of the underground you desire. You may have seen notices posted around Roma which allow you to purchase buildings. Income from
Yeah, I'll
your
let you handle
tenants
this
will be
mechanic with
deposited
this
with
little
the
cutscene
bookkeepers,
is over.
as well as additional profit from renovations. Bookkeepers can be found throughout the city.
Molto bene.
Okay, so you've already been doing it anyway, but this was something relatively recent. This was added in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It was similar in 2, but not quite there. So that is the buy shops and make money. It's the money-making game. One of the two money-making games in this game. We'll get to the second one later. But basically the idea is pretty simple. Buy shop, you get a kickback as a residual later on as it continues to go on. If you hit thresholds like a third, 2/3, and a full of them bought, you unlock a 5%, 10%, 50% discount at said shop type across the city. So it's not too bad. Here's an asshole who thinks that, hey, the Earth isn't the center of the universe. Yeah. Jackass. The other thing that you unlocked was Templar Agents, which is, I believe, basically like all of the... correct me if I'm wrong. The sun is the center of the solar system. Yeah. It's not actually here. Yeah. Alright. So, the Templar agents, if you're going to correct me if I'm wrong, are basically the missions, with the exceptions of, like, the Butcher dude, or the Executioner dude that you killed in Sequence 1, and the Harlequin are all the other multiplayer characters in the multiplayer mode, if the Ezio collection actually had multiplayer.
Yes. The only exceptions are the courtesan, who is not in the plot of this game. She's in the Facebook game, but she's not really a Templar agent. The knight, and I think that's it. The knight we will actually get to in this video, but he's not one of the Templar. He's not one of the Templar agents per se. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's just the Harlequin doesn't actually get it. He just kind of randomly shows up across the city. There's 5 of them. You have to beat them up before they fall into water, or else you'll have to go find them again.
Yeah, okay. Harlequins, they're usually found near water, which is why the achievement for beating them up is called Thirsty Harlequins or something. Or no, they're actually called Thirsty Harlequins on the trophy list. The clowning around is the name of the achievement.
Yeah.
The thing with those guys is they will instantly aggro on you when they see you, and they are really persistent enemies. They will follow you around for quite a bit, and that includes up to and including rooftops.
Yeah.
So the thing you do with them, and of course I'll show them off later, is you just punch them out. You just beat them up.
Yep.
Because they're evil clowns and you have to attack them.
4 of them are basically around the Tiber River, which is the river that runs to the western side of the map.
Yeah.
There's one kind of just hanging up around that lake that we... Oh no.
Yeah, basically they can all be found near water. Okay, this mission really sucks, and it's only because of the bonus achievement. The bonus objective. Take no damage. There's actually a lot of guys here, let me tell you.
There are a lot of guys here, that is true. But you know what makes this easier?
Smoke bombs?
Actually, no. Having a shit ton of assassins running around and fighting everybody for you.
That is also true. Yeah.
Guess what you don't have? Because you aren't that far in the story yet. Because you haven't done the next 3 or 4 story missions.
I am basically doing this the hardest way possible.
Yeah. This is like 1 credit clearing. Now the problem is that it's a take no damage. And I think I've said this before.
Ezio totally whiffed that second hit. I'm sorry.
So this is... Anyway, this is take no damage. The problem with take no damage is... Even if you deflect a hit, sometimes it may cost a...
Yeah, you'll take some minor chip damage.
Yeah.
That'll fail the objective.
Right. And also because it's a take no damage objective, if you die, that doesn't reset the counter. Because checkpointing in this game sucks.
I just totally bashed that guy's brains. It's brutal. Look at this massacre! Jesus Christ. This is sick, I'm sorry. This is just really funny to me.
Yeah. At the very least, this is pretty decent.
Blunt weapons are pretty cool in this game.
Yes.
God, that must hurt.
At the very least, they're not throwing any of the really asshole enemy types at you. I mean, you have a couple of heavy enemies, but
we have not seen the highest tier of enemies,
like the spear dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a spear dude here, but these are literally like we've seen 2 of them. If there are more than 2 attacking you at one time, it gets to be really painful.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to take no damage, because they are impossible to block.
So I just wanted to, before we talk to Copernico again, just look at how many guys I killed. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. It's a real shame you don't have the thief ability to pickpocket dead bodies.
Yes. Oh, we gotta cover our tracks.
Wait, no. There's an achievement for throwing 5 bodies into the same haystack. That would have been perfect for it.
God, that was brutal. But yeah, in reality, that mission took me like 20 minutes to record. It was a portent of how goddamn painful these missions were to record. This was not. I was not a happy camper by the end of this recording. I know, but I have to. I have to do it.
You're running off in the background. He's so scared of this right now.
Okay, I have to do them because I'm running an LP and I want to show off the entire game and how to play it well. But yeah, there's basically no reason whatsoever to 100% these missions, but you know, it's additional challenge.
Yeah.
The logic of such a purge escapes.
Shut the fuck up.
Fight Copernico! But we will discuss reasoning later. Follow me.
So, Copernicus is at a falling out with the Papal Court. He's no longer a Templar. They want to kill him. You're an assassin.
Yeah, I think we got the wanting to kill him part from the 20 or so guys I massacred.
It's like a little clown car of soldiers.
Seriously, you'd think after like the 10th guy they would say, "Is this really worth it?"
Oh wait, that actually was a separate mission. Damn it.
Yes, we are on the second mission.
Yeah. Okay. So you can actually.
We just have to get to the hiding space within 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which is not really hard at all, especially even with these dick bags.
Again, you know what really. I really shouldn't harp on the fact that what really makes this easy is having a legion of assassins to kill everything.
I know. I just did that to be a dick, I think.
Yeah. Thankfully, the actual hiding space isn't particularly far. It's just outside of town in Cavania.
Yeah, it's just those guys might trip you up, since there is a fair number of them. But even that's pretty much... This is a total nothing in terms of difficulty. The 100% requirements for this little DLC is actually pretty rough.
Yeah, let's hold on to that for just a second, because it's bullshit. It's there's lots and lots of oh god. Just throw some florins, god damn it.
Hey, I'm poor. I'm not much better off than these people.
You got 3,000 florins waiting for you in the bank. Go buy some fucking buildings.
Yeah, but do you know how many banks and stores I have to buy, and how many monuments I have to renovate?
See, 10 banks, 15 stores, about 15 of each type of store, so about 60-ish, and about 20, and about 20 or 15 or so monuments. Don't buy the monuments. Monuments give you nothing.
And, well, they give you additional money. That's something.
Well...
Okay, this mission is kind of a...
Hey, I heard you used to be a courier in Florence. Can you go run some letters for me?
Okay, this mission is kind of emblematic of why the Copernicus missions are bad. Because it's just like a goddamn errand job. You get something from Copernico, you go into the city, you deliver it, or you're delivering a bunch of letters to a bunch of different scholars, and you're just an errand boy for 90% of this thing.
Here, I've got some boxes for you. Please carry them to safety.
Exactly. Ugh. I don't know why these guys are so mad. This has just not been a fantastic video, I gotta say.
No.
Although I will say, my latest recording actually did not turn into a disaster. It was only 48 minutes long.
Nice. So...
Which is... Yeah. Wow, they forgot about me really fast.
Yeah.
I jumped into that hay bale, immediately got cleared.
Yeah, that's... Oh, then they saw you.
But then they go nuts again. I have no idea why.
I think it's because they're trying to stop you from delivering the letters, but this game's buggy.
No, they shouldn't even bother with me. I honestly have no clue what happened. Like, right now, I'm incognito.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love doing that. We don't need to speak to Il Doctore.
No. Hey, I'm Il Doctore. I'm also evil. Kill me. Oh god.
So did that little box was for aerial dismount, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the doesn't ever work as it's supposed to. The best way you can ever do an aerial dismount is to rapidly tap X as you're going underneath the beam, and maybe.
Oh, I thought you had to hold it down. That would have been much easier.
Don't know. It never likes to work right for me. Never.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's really finicky sometimes. Like doing the manual jump when you're free running. That's also something it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Even when I do it the exact same way, Ezio just does not jump sometimes. Which is disappointing because that's the best way to get past. Oh, that was fast. That's the best way to get past a guard blockade is to jump through them.
Yes.
Like an idiot.
Yeah. Either that or hope you have vigilantes on your side.
Or that,
they'll help you out a little bit. So... So yeah, then...
See, we're just writing back and forth delivering letters. That's dumb.
Yeah. This is not the height of game design, to be quite honest. This is actually probably not anywhere close to the Heidi Gaines design, but this is what it's going to be. And all these ones are essentially, you just need to get... They are the courier missions from Assassin's Creed 2. They generally... actually don't really appear in Brotherhood at all, with the exception of this DLC. Ooh, well, awkward.
That was uncalled for.
Awkward. Well, live by the bullet, die by the bullet.
Exactly.
It's like... Jesus, come on, man.
Is this really necessary? I didn't kill that guy.
Look, do I have a gun? No. Check with the dead corpse up on the top of the roof over there. He's got a gun.
You see that one guy just flop over there?
Yes.
That's one thing I've noticed a lot is guys flopping over when they're dead. Usually not as bad as that, but still. Now to pollute the town's water supply.
Really?
For no particular...
Do you know who ends up in that water supply later on in his life? Subject 16. Have some class.
Just toss. I just love how Ezio tosses.
Oh man, I think if you throw the last guy in there too, that's the achievement.
I don't know why I'm finding this so funny, honestly.
Throw money, and throwing money in there is an achievement as well, so...
I'm trying to get a good screenshot, but it's a bit more difficult thanks to that jerk bothering me. I have to give him a very respectful burial, you see.
Oh, it's a challenge, dude. Wonderful.
Yes.
Even better.
Marvelous. Gotta set this up just right.
It looks plenty fine to me, to be honest.
I'm very prissy about these kind of things.
You probably could also disable the GUI.
I was trying to get a nice shot of the Gilded Onyx, but I wasn't entirely happy with how it turned out, but it's far too late for such regrets, you see.
Yes. Now we have to go... So not only was it enough that we had to do this twice before, now we have to do it 3 times in one mission.
It wasn't. And, you know, as a bitter portent, Bard immediately accosted us.
Yes.
Although I found the best way to chase off bards is just to bump into them, because then they drop their loot, and they run away screaming.
Then I will hide. Thank you.
Well, that's one less guy dead. That's an improvement.
Maybe he'll go on to write a great book.
Really?
I'm just generally being a dick this video. Let's just be honest there.
Well, it's a set of missions, so I'm not gonna blame you.
But hey, all for the creed, right?
Yeah. How did that go?
Why isn't Ezio going up to that window? That was such a pain for me.
Because,
you know what?
Because no movement is free and everything is permitted.
You know, one thing I do like about this game is the horses are very responsive. Like it's not just like they're solid objects that you can just sort of slide off. If you jump at their saddles, you'll get into them without needing a button prompt or something.
Yeah.
So horses are pretty versatile, actually. I actually do really like that about this game.
Yeah. So. This mission set is just so...
It's so boring is the thing.
Yeah, like...
Nobody likes courier missions.
I kind of liked a couple of them. I like the one where you gotta go, like, serve notice to the really angry farmer.
Yeah, that's something. Or that Raphael guy flirting with 2 different women. There's at least some life in there, but here we're just giving letters to scholars, telling them to get out of town.
Yes.
And yeah, here's another dumb thing. You have to go way out here more than once.
All letters are delivered.
Well, at least...
Yeah, the original cut of this video was like an hour 44 or something.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, that's right.
Appointed by the Pope ensures that Roman religious philosophy remains pure. He never liked his studies to begin with. Now that I have crossed the Templars, he has clearly retaliated.
Where can I find him?
Yeah, you want me to do all your killing for you, I see.
If there was only some sort of city of Vatican where cardinals would come.
Now where could that be?
And now we have a tailing mission.
The bonus... You know, the thing with this DLC is that the bonus objectives are either really hard or they're really easy. This is a really easy one because there is no reason whatsoever to kill folks.
Says the man who randomly likes to flash his blades and stab civilians as he's running around town.
Yes, yes. I'm more well-behaved when I'm on missions. There is that, at least.
Yeah. So...
You know, I might have mentioned it before, but one thing I do like about Rome is that a lot of the most prominent landmarks are pretty visible from anywhere in the city.
Yeah.
Like here we can see. Again, this is just kind of a weird thing with me, this video. But yeah, from pretty much anywhere in the city, you can see the Colosseum, the Sant'Angelo's or St. Peter's, or the Parthenon. So it gives a good idea of the scale of the city without making it feel like huge and overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty well put together.
Yeah. I do really like this column because a lot of unique texture work there.
Yeah.
So good for a little stroll by.
The HD guys actually did a pretty good job with retexturing everything too. I'd have to say. It actually is really fucking noticeable when you get to Revelations, but then again, it's just like... I always forget just how big a jump they did with graphics from when they got to Revelation. Because it looks like a much... You know, it looks... To be honest, Revelations does not look very much different than what you would see with Black Flag or... Unity's better. Well, Unity has a lot more draw distance, I would say, but...
Yeah. Like Paris is a whole thing that's for a different game. Paris is gigantic. It's like Rome, but there's less sense of, like, familiarity in terms of the monuments.
Yeah.
So, Paris, if you want a really big city, Paris definitely beats this game, but in terms of having a nice big open area and... being able to sort of orient yourself around certain monuments, this game really is kind of the tops.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was tailing. There's absolutely nothing worth saying about it.
Yeah.
I didn't ever have any occasion to poke anybody. So there's no reason for you to have seen any of it.
Yeah.
Those fools, inundating the people with their theories. We can barely contain the...
Did something just drop off a roof? I thought I saw something.
I think so.
I trust they will make...
UFOs.
Something seems to have been at the bottom of the screen, but it flashed away really fast.
Yeah.
That's weird. Oh yeah, I should mention that the Copernicus conspiracy missions were originally PS3 exclusive. And the thing is, you had to download them for the PSN first. But if you were past a certain point in the game and you downloaded them, you didn't get to play them. It was very odd.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, we are about to go do the worst mission in this mission pack.
Oh my god, this is awful.
So this is even awful, even if I take the shortcut of having a bunch of assassins with me to kill people. There are 6 people who are going to be wandering around Rome. We have to kill them. 3 of them like to run.
You like this guy?
Yeah, and they won't run... Now, you can kind of guess where they'll be.
Yeah, they're always in the same spots, but they don't always do the same thing.
Right. And
you really need projectile weapons to finish this.
Well,
You waste too much time running after these guys.
Yes.
To poke them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can poke them, but you're not going to get the bonus objective done.
Yeah.
And now, the really annoying thing is that they are scripted to run under 2 conditions. 1, you get really close. This is not the end of the world. It's annoying, but you can deal with it. 2. If they, and this is the rooftop guys in particular. 2. You look at them with eagle vision on the roof. Even if they haven't seen you, they will run. This means that you just have to get really good at spotting who the fuck shouldn't be out on the roofs, because if not, you're fucked. Like, because you could look at them like from half of fucking 2 or 3 buildings away, and they will have a gigantic lead on you before we can even react.
Yeah, this is again why projectile weapons are pretty much mandatory.
Yeah,
see, I tag that guy, he immediately starts running.
Why does he start running? Who the fuck knows? Some weird
because it's the game designer. It's the game designers being dicks for no reason.
Weird Templar bullshit. Like,
possibly.
Like, if you get close enough, it makes sense. The fact that you tag them with your super secret magical power that seemingly everybody in Rome knows about, but who the fuck knows? Like, it's just frustrating. It's just like
it's just
this.
Difficulty
It
for
is
no
this,
reason.
and there are like 3 of these guys who you have to do this with. This is like the greatest fucking problem with this thing.
I mean, at least I kind of made this more difficult for me than it really should have been because I don't. Well, there was that. That was really stupid. Okay, that whole thing was pretty dumb, but I think that guy was the hardest. Thankfully, he pretty much ran into a wall, so there wasn't much else and most any other place he could have gone.
Oh, you mean like you didn't run into a fucking...
It's just, this is a hard bonus objective to get. There's no 2 ways about it. It's one of the hardest in the game.
Yeah,
and there's ways you can make it easier, but the point is, this is just hard.
Yeah, this is like the one that I actually never bothered getting, because 1, I don't have to 100% these missions, and I was getting really fucking sick and tired of trying it. I had the patience to deal with the bullshit that was the tank, or running around the fucking catacombs 8 times, to try to get under 8 minutes.
Yeah, see, right here, I am wasting way too much time. I should have broke off this fight long ago. But I didn't because I'm an idiot.
You can't. You're actually killing one of the guys right now.
Oh, really?
That guy in the heavy armor. He was a guy who had to die.
Oh, it did just go up to 5, didn't it?
Yes.
Huh. See, I was actually aiming at that guy, but he's just like a regular witness, dude.
Yeah.
He's not... and somebody just got clubbed, and it wasn't me. No, Ezio, what are you doing? We don't... Ow! We don't have time for proper respect here. It's time for action. I do like how you can dehorse guys even when they're aware of you.
At least you have
just
vigilantes
if you really need a ride, and yeah, the horses with the saddlebags are really good because the enemy dudes can't knock them down.
Yeah.
Same thing with the horses with armor. They can't knock those down. I think they're a little slower than the regular horses, but it's not a huge difference.
Well, it's not getting knocked over versus slow.
Yeah.
And
I'll choose the not getting knocked. Here's the last dickhead.
Yeah, so 3 of these guys, again, are absolute dickheads, because if you're not really careful, they will come and get you. And this...
You have no idea how happy I was to be done with that mission. It is just
know
awful.
Exactly how happy you are, because I decided to not fucking 100% it.
Okay, and we've got one more mission for old Copernico, and then we never have to see him again.
Yes.
But I still gotta run away from these guys, because I still caused a lot of trouble back there.
And you're still technically notorious.
Yes.
But, hey, I think
I've never understood why those rooftop guys come down so quickly.
I don't know.
I thought their whole thing was to stay up on the rooftops, but now these horseback guys are dicks.
Gotta kill 20 of them. 25 of them.
This is just turning into a big old mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell I'm just playing worse at this point because I was really tired at this point. I just didn't want to play any more Brotherhood at the time I was recording this.
Yeah, this is just a mission. You know, it's just like if there was anything interesting going on in this mission set, it'd be one thing. But let's review. The first mission was a fight a bunch of dudes mission. The second mission was a escort mission back to a house not very far away, with not a lot of dudes in there, to be quite honest. The next three missions were, let's go give people a bunch of letters. This mission is just absolute shit.
The next mission.
Oh wait, I forgot the tail. I forgot there was a tail in there too, which is like everybody's most hated mission type in this series.
I mean, there are some times where tailing missions can be spiced up. Like Black Flag had some pretty fun tailing missions occasionally. Not a whole lot of them, but occasionally you'd get a good.
Some of the eavesdropping ones could be bitchy, especially if we're playing Freedom's Cry.
Tonight there is an
Sorry for reminding you of that.
Freedom Cry. I'll remind you of its actual title.
Better to die enlightened than to live in ignorance.
Very deep.
His end will come much sooner than yours.
For nothing is free and everything is permitted.
Okay, now it's time for the final. Well, first we have to poke a dude, then we have to poke another dude.
Yes, we have to go poke the executioner. But ha!
Yeah, there's nothing to this guy. You just sneak up on him and poke him at your leisure.
Pretty much. This is...
Air assassinations are still the best assassinations.
Yes.
Silencing the truth will not stop.
Bench assassinations are pretty good too.
Yeah.
They will believe what we tell them to believe.
Because Ezio like pokes the guy, then just quietly substitutes him as he gets up. Bench assassinations were always pretty dangerous in multiplayer because while you were sitting at a bench, you had no mobility whatsoever. So if somebody saw you, bye-bye.
Yes. Well,
so it
was a trap. Ha ha ha. Or
very few players ever sat on benches.
All right. Anyway,
because they were usually death traps.
Yeah. Well, that would mean that very few players you wouldn't expect it. Alright, so anyway, it turns out it was a trap. The guy already sent everybody to get killed, to kill Copernicus, so... yeah. Let's finally be done with this mission set.
Just kill everybody.
Oh god, we have two spear dudes.
Spear dudes are very awkward to fight.
Like, I don't ever really have a good winning strategy other than randomly just kicking them in the nads. And then just stabbing them on the ground, because it's like, I don't know if there's a good way to fight them otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think there is. Like, there's ways you can insta-kill them, like pistols or the crossbow or throwing knives at them. For melee fighting, yeah, there's just no real good solution. And here's the Knight. He is a multiplayer character. He was in Revelations too, as a Uplay character, as I recall. Unfortunately, he automatically aggroes against Copernico, and we still got to deal with these dicks. And yeah, he's got some reinforcements coming up, but he's almost dead. And there he goes.
Yes. Now, I believe his...
And now we are...
I was going to say, I believe his actual model's the Papal Knight. The actual Papal Knight. Or Guard. Who...
Yeah, the Papal Guards, we have not seen any of the Papal Guards so far. They only show up in Il Vaticano, and they're some pretty tough guys.
There's literally spawn more like 4 of them spawn, and that's about the only regular spawn in the game.
Did you know that the sun
is
most likely the midpoint of the universe? Not the Earth?
False.
Yeah, I consider the Copernico conspiracy like pulling off a Band-Aid in video game form. Just get it over with really fast. I can totally understand if you don't care about 100%ing everything, because again, there is literally no point to doing that.
Yeah.
But again, this is an LP, and I want to show everything.
I know. I'm just. This is just. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's clearly off his gourd right now.
Yeah. Let me go talk to my buddy Leonardo. I haven't seen him for a while. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. I gotta fix my second bracer. He did that for me originally, and I got other plans. Bigger plans. Poison dart-filled plans. Leaping glove plans.
But again, like Copernico, that's getting ahead of ourselves.
Yes. Goodbye.
We will never see him again.
Oh, Christ.
That was not the
Hey, go repair the aqueduct. I think you can repair that aqueduct, too.
Well, if I had the money for it.
Aqueducts are pretty cheap. And you definitely do.
Okay,
8,000 florins would definitely.
Enjoy this nighttime vista.
Whew. Alright.
Yeah,